All seniors across the entire United States need to be aware, as a 14-day freeze on your bank account could hit at any given time, completely disrupting your financial life and all your money in your bank account. Now, I want to share with you exactly what is going on. This is happening all across the country. In fact, over half of the states across the entire United States have implemented this new rule, allowing banks and financial institutions to literally freeze your accounts for 14 days, and in some instances, upwards of 30 days as of right now in 2026. Now, I also do have this article right here, which I'm going to pop up in just a second so you can see and read for yourself exactly what they're talking about right here. This is important. This is a new rule that just came in. It's already hitting people all across the country. Now, drop a comment down below. Have you experienced this at all so far in 2026? Now, as I film this video, it is still very early on in the year of 2026. Drop a comment down below. I would love to hear from you if you've experienced this freezing of your bank account yet. And let me know your experience, or if you have not experienced this yet, again, drop that comment down below. All right, now this whole rule came in at the beginning of 2026 to safeguard seniors. Now, generally, those people 60 to 65 and above are the ones that are really being focused on with this. Now, again, they're trying to safeguard seniors. By freezing your bank account for 2 weeks or maybe even a month's worth of time, do you feel like that would safeguard seniors? I don't know. It depends on how you look at it. Because here's the deal. When your bank account and your money is frozen, no money can come in, no money can go out. What does that mean for the finances of the people that are being impacted by it? That's a nasty situation, right? Some very negative ramifications could come out of that. Anyway, let's pop this article up right here, right now. Feel free to read through the details. Let me explain the details on this. All right, so this rule is to safeguard seniors from all kinds of new scams that are coming across the country. Now, I've said this many times before in other videos. This is not a pretty thing to say, but I'm going to say it. If you are a senior, generally if you're 60, 65 plus, you are literally who they try to target. You're literally who the scammers are going after. Reason being is seniors generally have a reputation of having money. Now, I know that that's not the case for everybody, but the reputation on those people in their 60s and above is that they've, probably stockpiled a whole bunch of money in savings. They're probably collecting Social Security. Maybe they're getting a pension check or whatever it happens to be. They're just known to be a cohort of our population that generally has money, right? And again, I know that's not the case for everybody, but that's just in general terms. So the scammers go after what they think are the deep pockets, seniors, right? Here's the deal. They've implemented this new rule, and again, this is all across the country. Over half of the states across the country have implemented this, allowing banks and financial institutions to come in and freeze bank accounts of seniors if they see suspicious activity and they think it's going to result in one of these grandparent scams. Have you heard of these? These are really nasty. Or if it's a romance scam, one of these types of scams that focuses on and targets seniors. If they suspect that a transaction, an outbound transaction, as in money leaving your account, is tied to one of these things, they have it in their discretion, as in your bank. They can freeze your account for up to 14 days for a manual review of that money that's going out to basically ensure and verify where that money is actually going, and that it's actually legit and they're not sending it off to some scammer, somewhere else out across the globe or who knows wherever else it's going, right? So again, this whole thing is to protect the senior. Now, here's kind of one of the problems with this. Yep, they're trying to safeguard the senior by basically blocking any outgoing payments. But what if somebody needs to, send money legitimately to pay a bill, or maybe to pay a mortgage, or maybe they're, buying a car or buying a house and they need money for a down payment or whatever. Again, whatever happens to be, just a larger transaction that's maybe not all that typical. If they try to send one of these and their account gets flagged, now their account gets frozen, right? What happens in that situation? Well, unfortunately, not much we can do about it. They literally just freeze the entire account, and that individual may be submitting a payment that could be late to pay a big bill. Or maybe they, again, want to buy a house or trying to buy a car or some large ticket purchase that typically does not happen every single month, and it seems a little bit suspicious. They may freeze that payment. Now, here's what's interesting, as you can see here in that article, which is, over the years, generally banks, financial institutions have not come forward and actually done this, as in the freezing of outgoing payments, because they fear that they could possibly be sued, right? So they have not done a whole lot of intervening with these transactions. But with this new rule, they can now come in and do this without risk of potential litigation. Does that make sense? And again, it's all in an effort to protect the senior. Now, I'm going to say this much. It's a good effort. It's a really good effort, and it's really nice to do this. But unfortunately, there's probably going to be some transactions out there that are like, this is totally legit. They block it, and for whatever reason, it may cause, late penalties or overdraft fees or just all kinds of different things. I foresee some issues coming out of this. Don't get me wrong. It's certainly going to help save some people a whole bunch of money from being scammed. It's definitely going to help that a lot. But at the same time, those individuals that are out there doing legitimate transactions, sending money legitimately, may get flagged by this. And with that being said, they may get stuck with some fees. They may get stuck with some whatever happens to be the ramifications of basically their account being frozen. And again, the whole point of freezing the account is just to get a manual review within the financial institution, within your bank, to basically just be like, is this legit? Is this money really going to an authentic, legitimate source? And is this something that the person really wants to do? Or is it one of these grandparent scams, a romance scam, whatever it happens to be? There's a ton of these out there. I've talked about a few of them over the last few months here. It's a nasty situation, right? So anyway, even with the implementation of AI, it's getting really bad as well, right? I mean, the voices sound very, very realistic. You got to really watch out for that kind of stuff. Anyway, anytime I come across information like this, I certainly want to bring it to your attention so you can be very, very aware of what's happening and what's going on. And just drop your comments down below. I would love to hear from you. If you've experienced something like this, let me know. I'd love to hear your comment. Otherwise, please do your friends, family, social media a huge favor. Please share this video. There's a share button right down below. Please share this. We got to get this information out. There are way too many Americans losing billions and billions of dollars every single year to scams. It is disgusting. The amount of money that they are getting year over year continues to increase by like a huge percentages, like ridiculously huge percentages of how much more money people are losing, Americans, on an annualized basis. I mean, it goes up by multiple billions of dollars a year of how much we are losing to scams. They're getting more and more sophisticated, and with the implementation of AI, they're just getting more and more realistic. Anyway, I'm here for you. Again, if you happen to be one of the 70 million people on Medicare right now, as we're still very early on in 2026, some of you may still have some optionality, may still have some flexibility. Again, I've seen a countless number of comments coming in saying, I can't see my doctor anymore. I went to the pharmacy. My prescription is really expensive now. I tried to schedule an appointment and they don't accept my insurance anymore. My office, my clinic, my hospital system, I can't go there anymore. What happens? What do I do? Call Chapter there. Again, I know I say this all the time. Seriously, I cannot emphasize this enough, right? Sometimes I get ripped apart down below in the comment section. People saying, stop talking about Chapter. Dude, it's free. Who cares? I'll talk about free stuff all I want. Dude, I'm not selling you anything. There's nothing to buy here. I have nothing to sell you. I'm trying to help you save yourself a boatload of money and make sure that you're properly covered. If you don't care about saving money, if you don't care about money, and if you don't care about having proper coverages, then don't call. If you don't care, then I certainly don't care, right? But my point is, for those of you that care, call Chapter. They've already helped hundreds and hundreds of you in this community that have already called that number already this year. And again, you know my stack of comments here. By the way, I still have a stack of papers that I haven't added to my little pile here. I need to do it. But anyway, I have a whole bunch of comments here. These are just some of the comments. Check this out. And again, I know I show you these all the time, but again, page after page after page, comments of people that have called Chapter, saving a bunch of money, getting a better plan, getting their questions answered, whatever it happens to be, getting help with their initial enrollment into Medicare. Again, whatever it happens to be, if you are one of these 70 million people on Medicare, call Chapter there, grab your Medicare card, grab your phone, call them. I think you'll be shocked with the flexibility and the potential optionality that you have right now, still in early 2026. Again, if you need help finding the right Medicare coverages, the right Medicare plan, if you need help with your initial enrollment, if you're turning 65, if you have a special enrollment period opening up, if you've recently moved across state lines or county lines, whatever it is, if any of those apply, if you're turning 65 in the next handful of months, call Chapter there. They will absolutely help you out. And again, If you work with them, a trusted team of advisors, again, thousands of you, I mean like 10,000 of you roughly have called that number in this community. Seriously, like 10,000 of you in this community have called that number. It's nuts, right? Thousands and thousands of you in this community collectively saving over $2 million a year by calling them. Amazing, okay? I would love to see $10 million of savings by the end of this year. I would love that, just in this community, okay? Anyway, amazing. I love saving money. That's just me. And if I can help you save money, that gets me excited as well. Anyway, please subscribe. Please share the video. Big share button down below. Please subscribe. Again, subscribe button down below. Call chapter there. After you talk to them, by the way, drop a comment down below on any video here on the channel. Doesn't matter. Just make sure to use the word chapter within your comment. Let me know how it goes. Did you save a bunch of money? What happened there? And I will add your comment to my ongoing list of comments here, which I will continue to feature in upcoming videos and in community posts, which I'm sure you've seen. All right, anyway, enjoy your day. Take care. Thanks so much for watching this, and